Everything I'm about to get into is alleged because nobody has access. And the people that do have access don't tell you anything. The reason this is important is because what the Vatican can have in its archives is based on the history of Rome itself.
Sure.
Right?
Of course.
So the Roman Empire, greatest empire there ever was,
arguably, absolutely,
ruled the entire known world at one point. And everyone they conquered, they took spoils from, right? Mm-hmm. And this includes Jerusalem, right? So they would have had access to, and this is, 79 AD.
The implications there
is huge. Yeah. They were obsessed with ancient Egyptian relics and ancient Egyptian culture, and they took whatever they wanted. Anything that Rome had access to during its reign, the Vatican has, right? Yeah. They have had access to it.
And they store it in their
and they have it.
What are some of the surface level things that people think, ooh, this might be there?
Alexander the Great's body. His tomb was never found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was
mummified
just as if he was a
sarcophagus. He was entombed, but the body has never been found. The tomb has never been found, even though it's been the most sought after tomb since its day. How about this? Alexandria had a library. From every corner of the earth, every book was recorded, and the histories way back to Egypt. The dynasty of Egypt that goes back 50,000 years based on their written accounts.
So it's literally the history of mankind.
When they burned Alexandria,
and it was burned down. Will you explain why it was burned down?
It was a knowledge heist. They had burned it on their way out as a way of basically, you don't know what we have and what we don't. But they have in the Vatican Archives the full Library of Alexandria. I'm guessing almost all.
Oh, you think they cleared out the library before they burned it down?
Exactly.
Because it'd be insane not to.
Why would you burn that? Why would
if you just burn it down?
Exactly. It's silly.
It's like that scene in The Dark Knight where he just burns all that money. It's like, you could do so much.
Just a waste. Why burn it when you can just take it and then burn the place down when you leave? So that would mean if the Roman Empire had possession of it, the Vatican
Archives.
And the Vatican Archives is 5 miles long. And like I said, no one has access to it.
Dude, how good is the movie Angels and Demons where they show the Vatican Archives?
So I have some pictures of what the public's been able to see of what it looks like. Throw those on the screen.
Yes.
Just imagine miles of that. And you're talking texts that there's only one of. Ancient relics from,
Oh, look over there.
Anyone,
the book
name
of
someone in the Bible.
Enoch.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the OG. Yeah,
all of the books they didn't include in today's modern version of the Bible are definitely down there. Apocrypha texts is how they call them. So anything that didn't make the canon, that's all there. Actual gold and treasure from every corner of the earth had been gifted to them. Any type of magic or healing or medicine or just imagine what knowledge if they did sack that Alexandria and bring it back with them. That's all in there. So you have control over our history. You are the only one who knows the true history of mankind. That's powerful. And then you create a book based on the narrative you feel serves you best, and then make every country in the world serve that narrative. Mm-hmm. And it's still going on to this day. So the Ark of the Covenant, said to be in the Vatican Archives. Also, proof of alien life. And this is as recent as David Grush's testimony that the Vatican, during World War II or after World War II's ending, came to the U.S. and said, by the way, we have this, and gave us a flying saucer that had been dug up, I think in Poland, as an archaeological dig. So the Vatican has known about alien life, and they may have their own proof of it. There have been several UFO sightings over the Vatican, and some of these sightings have lasted a very long time. Other things known to be in the archives, again, allegedly, the Devil's Bible. So there was a monk that was sentenced to die, and he said, I can write the full works of God's word in one night. If you let me live, I'll do this. And so in that night,
how are you gonna say no?
He makes so they go, okay, we'll let you live. Let's see if you can do it.
One night,
and that night he makes a pact with the devil, and the devil helps him write the Devil's Bible. It had the full Old Testament in it, but it had extra books, and which were the devil's, and there were pages taken out of it.
bro.
The character.
He's like, no, lady, you don't understand. There was another Bible written. The Devil's Bible.
No way. They talk about it.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. Yeah, that's a true story.
Yeah.
So there are pages that were ripped out of the Devil's Bible. And it's because supposedly on those pages are the methods
or something,
to speak to him. To not just summon him, but to speak to him and make deals with him or have him help you or open doorways. We were talking about how they might have proof of extraterrestrials. Did you know that in that big email leak, when Hillary Clinton's emails got hacked and WikiLeaks released all those emails from the campaign. So she had John Podesta was running her campaign. And John Podesta's emails were leaked. One of the exchanges was between him and Edgar Mitchell, the astronaut, who said that the Vatican had proof of extraterrestrial life in the archives. Podesta worked for Clinton, Bill. So in his administration, and Bill tried to get everything they had on the alien subject and the UFO subject, and he was denied. Something else that the Vatican Archives would have is their books. Now, wouldn't that be interesting to know what the Vatican is invested in? I mean, the money-wise. All the way back. You're talking, they're close tied to Mussolini, and they're silent.
Dude, they must have so much dirt, so much on themselves.
What about the shell companies that they have that are invested in what? And that they would give you a real look into what they see as being important and what they're backing and what they're not. They claim to only back companies that have some sort of religious or spiritual. But it's been proven
philanthropic.
It's been proven only 10% of the money that goes to the Vatican is used for anything philanthropic. Only 10%.
10%.
That was proven in 2018. It was a big expose. To be able to see where their money's going would be its own treasure, right? And what shell companies they are control. And so I think that would be a treasure of its own. And
we got so much good stuff going on in the chat. I'm sorry. I hate to keep interrupting you.
I want to get to the conspiracy corner just because we're out of time.
No, I know. The conspiracy corner is everything.
So let's do that. But there is so much more that could be down there. And maybe if you guys like this topic, we can do a part 2. We can talk about it again. So let us know in the comments.
Absolutely. Season 2.
Yeah.
Him with the green time. It sounds like something I would make up. It really does.
A ghost, a ghoul, a goblin, a monster, a werewolf.
Went on and wrote in the comments. I was going to say that came out great.
You're off to a great start.
Yeah. We got some fun stuff planned today. We got some goods.